Welcome everybody to a special episode of We're Not Afraid of the Dark, where we're actually not doing anything Are You Afraid of the Dark related. In this episode, we're going to be reviewing the classic 1992 film, Three Ninjas. I'm Adam, joined by my brother Ben.
I still love this movie.
You know, I had watched this like twice a year, so I seriously think the last time I saw was like 1994, maybe.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, we have a big rundown here. I have a feeling, Ben, that we're going to have a lot of listeners on this one that maybe haven't heard our other podcast episodes. Just a brief rundown for people who are just joining us. Me and Ben review Are You Afraid of the Dark, where you dissect every single episode, and usually there's a high amount of alcohol involved.
Oh yeah. And what's great is, I mean, we are reviewing some Are You Afraid of the Darks after this, and with this being an hour and a half movie, and I'm going to be drinking, and you're going to be drinking throughout this, we're going to be pretty tore up by the time we get to those.
Oh yeah, right now we're on Hoopty. Be sure to check them out. We also have a collection of craft beers over here. I got it. What do we have over here? I see Leonard Kugel, so do I have any Dogfish left?
You do.
We're kind of on our leftovers. We recorded, was it 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
And we were pretty fucking tore up after that one because I think it was 8 hours of podcasting that day.
You got Dogfish Head, Burton Baton.
Okay.
You got Evo, which is the Exile Red Ale.
Yeah, we got Delaware beer, Maryland beer.
Southern Tier Brewing Company. It was 2X Tangier.
Yeah, that should be cool one to check out.
I've never even heard of that. Fuck, I can't pronounce that.
Oh, Gladys. Yeah, that California. Yeah, plus we got a bunch of liquor downstairs we haven't touched yet. But yeah, we like to have fun here at We're Not Afraid of the Dark.
And Stone, they do Arrogant Bastard, don't they?
I think so.
I mean, it's the same like Gargoyle Head or whatever.
Oh, yeah. We did a movie before. We did in between seasons 1 and 2, Or Just Scared Stupid. Because that's one of Ben's favorite Halloween movies.
It still is.
Oh, yeah. I really enjoyed watching that again. It'd been a while for me on that one as well.
Then it's Mary Kate and Ashley Halloween special.
Yeah, we're going to do that one for Halloween this year.
Please no. It was a joke.
Okay. Or was that a double pull and trouble one?
Yeah.
Well, all right.
It had a little person in it, which
yeah, it's the same guy who's in Bordello Blood, the Tales from the Crypt movie.
Yeah.
Now, people may be wondering why we're doing a movie episode in between episodes in season 3, which we're on now. Oh shit, we're actually on season 2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we get a little confused here. Maybe because of the high amount of drinking, or the fact that we're actually recording season 3 right now, but episode 2 is airing. But we needed a bumper. We just had our longtime friend John Young from the Bombs Away podcast visit a few weeks ago here at the studio, and we did a few episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark together. He's going to be joining us on The Magician's Assistant and Old Man Corcoran. And we're also on John's podcast. Coming up the week this airs, it's going to be April Fool's Day. He's doing that horror film, April Fool's Day. Remember that one, Ben? It had I think it had the boxcar with the girl with the noose and braided hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I saw that one, but we actually did Problem Child, so we're going to be on that one. They say they hate it, but I loved it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. But that's what the episode would dictate there. Now, for this one, we actually put out a poster on Instagram, instagram.com/We're Not Afraid of the Dark, no apostrophe there. We're very active on there. We put out a poll, basically, where I made basically a little collage of all these different cover arts. And the options were Three Ninjas. You know what else is on there, Ben?
Steel.
Yeah, with Shaq. And I didn't fucking know that movie existed.
Oh, dude. I want to see it.
I remember Kazam, but not that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I followed Shaq's acting career very closely.
Yeah, and I keep thinking we mentioned before the podcast, a cool piece of Nicola trivia. We found out that Shaq actually owns one of the orange snick couches that was used in the promos. Like, how the fuck did Shaq get that? Like, who the hell was he having sex with at the time that week?
They might have gave it to him for doing Kazam.
That was a Nickelodeon movie?
I mean, might as well have been.
Yeah. What else was on that poster? Remember?
You put Girls Gone Wild on there, and
I wanted to review that one. I actually looked up 2003 Girls Gone Wild on YouTube, and it's funny to see how slutty our girls were back then before Snapchat. Like, everyone had cell phones. You got this crazy bitch and everything. Pre-Hysteria, that was on there.
I still want to do Pre-Hysteria.
Yeah, and Pet Shop, which is a really obscure children's movie that I remember getting as like a direct VHS rental at the time. And I was actually surprised, Ben, that people picked Three Ninjas. Because
I'm not.
these other ones were a little more obscure, but I mean, I know Three Ninjas, or like every 90s kid have watched that movie, but I have a feeling this movie's just been done, like reviewed wise, like
Well,
dozens of times over the last 10 years.
right now, like our whole Instagram and like everyone we follow, it's this huge nostalgia, like 80s, 90s, early 2000s thing. So like, of course they're going to pick that. Like Prehysteria. Not many people fucking remember that. Steel. Like you said, you didn't even know Shaq was in Steel.
I knew Steel existed because it just was forgettable action flicks. Now, I did think Prehysteria had like a cult following, I thought. I mean, Pet Shop is just like completely off the wall. And anybody who wants to watch it, maybe it is on YouTube. But Girls Go Wild, I mean, come on, man. We could easily, since we talk about these actresses being on Mr. Skin and Pose the Dude after All You're Afraid of the Dark, we could easily translate into Girls Gone Wild.
I mean, I didn't want to watch it with you.
Well, I mean, the censor most, so unless I get one of those like DVDs that was for sale late at night.
No, they wouldn't censor it. If you're buying the VHS, you're gonna see it all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I just remember watching the later promos every
Yeah,
Sunday
they're promos. You're not getting anything for free.
Anybody who wants to donate some Girls Go Wild VHS tapes or DVDs to us?
Oh, Jesus. They're probably sticky and they don't even rewind anymore.
That's fine. We're afraid of the dark at gmail.com.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, let's dive into this thing, Ben. Before we do our academic, concise analysis of this film, let me just go over a little bit of history of this film and take us back to this time period as well. So, this film was released by and distributed by Disney's Touchstone Pictures production company. It came out in theaters August 7th, 1992. And Ben,
I was 4.
All right, yeah, I was 8. And 1992 is actually a really important year for me because that is one of the first years that I remember a lot of. Like, it was just like the hard childhood, which is like 8 to 10 usually, and that was when I was 8. I remember a lot of films came out, a lot of TV, a lot of video games, pop culture, history, all that good stuff. Now, another big thing happened in August of 1992, Ben, was Are You Afraid of the Dark Air for the first time. Yeah, that's when season 1 debuted, in America anyway. When it came out in theaters, it grossed $29 million. Now, do you remember this being in theaters at all? Like seeing like theatrical trailers for this?
No, I was 4.
Yeah, well, me either. I mean, yeah, it was a 4-year difference between me and Ben. I don't remember this being in theaters, but I remember like when it came to VHS, it was a big deal. It grossed $29 million on a $2.5 million budget. And that's pretty impressive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So impressive. It was actually the most profitable film that year in terms of cost to gross ratio. It opened at number 4 at the box office. And other films that year, Ben, Wayne's World, Sister Act, Army of Darkness.
Oh, man. Heavy competition.
The Bodyguard, Whitney Houston, and Kevin Costner. Candyman, Batman Returns. Oh, here's a big one. Aladdin. Basic Instinct. Lethal Weapon 3. Patriot Games. Unforgiven. Now, it has to comparisons for 3 digits to this movie. Under Siege with Steven Seagal.
Oh.
Yeah. And the really, really big one, 1992, was later in the year, Christmas time. And we're going to compare this to this movie as well.
Now, let me ask you something.
Home Alone 2, Lost New York.
Under Siege.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what Seagal plays as for that?
He's a cook, right?
Yeah, he's a cook, but he's also a SEAL because SEALs need, like, you can't go in and just be a SEAL. You have to have, a rate. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been trying to watch the movie lately because I've been a little into the 90s action film thing, and maybe the 3 digits thing that kicked that off. Get it? Yeah, but I looked up Under Siege. It's not on Amazon Prime right now. I guess I got to check Netflix, but I don't think it was on there. Like, I've seen this meme lately with Bloodsport with John Claude Van Damme in it. It's like that blood reaction. It's like something stupid.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought it's like early 90s or late 80s like action thing be coming back nowadays, especially since we don't see these kind of films anymore, really. I mean, everything I fucking see is action. It involves a superhero or some giant robot at theater now, right?
Or both. Yeah.
Yeah. Big news that year, 1992. Hurricane Andrew hit Florida. Remember that, Ben?
No.
Bill Clinton became president. Remember that?
No.
The Mall of America opened.
I mean, I remember Clinton, but I remember him getting elected.
I remember this. Windows 3.1 was released.
Oh, that's when we still had the discs for AOL.
Before that, man.
Huh?
Yeah, that was like 95, 96, and this AOL disc started getting released. This is like back on 3.5 floppy.
Minesweeper was still on there, though.
Yeah, and the big one, international news, Prince Charles and Princess Diana got separated.
Oh. Well, I'm sure it worked out for him.
Yeah. Three Ninjas is directed by John Chelotov. His other credits include one of Ben's favorite movies, Cool Runnings.
Oh, it's good.
The Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nicolas Cage.
What?
Did you ever watch that show, Jericho?
Yeah.
All right, well, he did a few episodes of that.
Okay.
I want to bring this up, and also, he was born in like 1963 that I saw on IMDb.com, so that would have made him younger than us when he directed Three Ninjas.
Oh, that's...
As of this writing, Three Ninjas has a 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb.com.
Oh, fuck off. It's better than that.
I don't know. That was the highest rated of all four movies, by the way. Has a 13% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. The movie was met with a lot of negative reviews. However, it did have 3 sequels. Three Ninjas Kick Back. I do remember watching that one. You remember the sequel?
There's 4.
Yeah. Three Ninjas Knuckle Up is the third one.
Mm-hmm.
I vaguely remember watching that one, but I couldn't tell you the plot at all. And then the fourth one was the one with Hulk Hogan, High Noon at Mega Mountain.
I have the poster for that in my closet.
But have you ever seen it?
No, but I will say Ashley won't let me put it up in the house.
Why?
I mean,
you got the great artwork happening there.
There's no space, really.
Yeah.
You got me that Commando poster, and I got no space for it.
Okay, you lost the garage.
I'd have to plywood all the walls up because it's all exposed studs.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to do all 4 films, but after watching this first one, I'm glad we didn't.
What?
We would be here for like fucking 5 hours.
Well, clearly not record them all at one time.
All right, well, if people want to vote...
And actually vote this time. Because we got, 6 votes for Three Ninjas, and then there was there was 20 likes on the post, but no one cast a vote. They just liked the post.
Yeah, but I know Instagram's not like Facebook. Like on Facebook, everyone wants to voice their opinion all the time, but on Instagram, it's more just like. Although I will like some reactions, rather than just a little heart. There's 2 versions of this film, by the way. Apparently, when Disney was going to distribute this through Touchstone, they thought the movie was a little too violent, so they kind of toned down some fight scenes, and there's some scenes cut out completely. There's some sound effects added.
Oh, isn't there?
Yeah, this is what most people saw, especially on VHS release. The unedited version, funny story, well, when I was watching this, I looked up the trivia and saw the cutscenes, and I came to this one scene, and I'm like, hey, this wasn't there. I don't remember this. And then I realized I was watching the international version, which is the uncut. It is on YouTube. It is on Hulu as well. Ben watched the edited version, though.
I did. And let me tell you, I thought of a great drinking game for this.
You have to drink every time someone gets hit or you hear a cartoonish sound effect that makes no sense.
That, and whenever they're like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Man, have EMTs standing by for your ass. Because...
Well, I have an argument for you. You have to drink anytime someone says one of their ninja names.
Oh.
Here's a good story for you. A few years ago, me and Ben used to play drinking games every Christmas Eve. And one of the ones we actually couldn't get through was Top Gun. Because the rule of play was you have to drink every time someone gives a call sign. And in the first 15 of this movie, I think you have 80 to 100 of them.
Yeah, I had to carry you up the stairs that night.
Yeah, we only made it for 15 minutes. I mean, we were drinking constantly. The other one I liked was Christmas Vacation, where we just had to drink every time someone says Christmas, and you'd be surprised at how many times that actually happens.
Yeah, especially in the musical, the music intro.
Oh yeah, that was rough. That got you fucked up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
In the intro, we hear a confusing voiceover with 3 brothers arguing and then telling a story about what happened last summer with their grandfather. Did you find that voiceover a little out of place at first?
No,
there was no introduction to character. We get this sky shot that's a 360 kind of deal, and I don't know what his characters look like. They're straight up arguing and just fight like brothers do at that age. And we don't have this voiceover come back until the end of the film.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about the last summer with their grandfather. They said they spent most of their time learning how to be ninja masters. And I like how they actually say Japanese grandfather here because everybody's always pointed out that these kids are not like
They're,
even remotely Asian at all.
neither are the parents.
Well, yeah, well, it's the mom's dad who's the Japanese guy, but like she looks like she's like Native American or Italian descent, but
That
with the darker hair. It's not Japanese at all.
No, she doesn't look remotely Asian.
Well, it's not part of the movie where they show her mom, who we assume is deceased, who's married to Maury, which is the name of the grandfather, and she's white. So his daughter is half white, half Asian. So the kids are a quarter Asian, but they don't have any resemblance at all.
No, nothing.
Yeah, I mean, these kids are straight from like Irish descent. Very white bread. They say that they're working up to a different test every day. Like the grandfather is have some tickle their nose with some weed or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Our three kids here are Samuel, Jeffrey, and Michael. Later to get their nicknames. I always thought that Tom Tom sounds like a badass nickname, by the way. I mean, that should be an idiot people are proud of.
I mean, I was a big Stallone fan, so I liked Rocky. Colt can kick rocks.
I was really surprised that the actor they had play Tom Tom wasn't some generic 90s fat kid like in Heavyweights.
Well, I mean, they would have had to actually kick somebody.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of action from this character, but yeah, I mean, wasn't there a fight scene in Heavyweights?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Did they lose to like a food fight or something like that in the can?
They wouldn't have wasted food. No, they
Sure, they're sticking it
in. Probably the closest thing to a fight scene in Heavyweights is when they fart in Ben Stiller's face, and then he chases them, and one of them claims he has a cramp, and he falls into a hole.
Yeah, I don't remember that scene.
Dude, I love Heavyweights.
And here's the actor who just died for that movie. He just died like a few weeks ago.
They're all heavyweights. Who knows? Pick a number.
It was the guy who played Somali Sam.
Who?
Salami Sam. His name's Joseph Wade Miller. He's only 36 years old.
Salami Sam.
Yeah.
He's a white. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh.
He's one of the main characters.
All the kids are main characters.
Yeah, that's true. That film did have like I mean, the poster alone had like 6 kids on it, right?
Yeah.
Did you recognize this actor playing the grandfather here?
Oh, it's something Wong.
Yeah, it's Victor Wong.
Victor Wong. Yeah.
I thought he was the guy who played the guy who sells Gizmo to the guy's dad in Gremlins.
No.
I went back, looked at OC the Gremlins, and the guy has like a glass eye and shit.
Yeah, no, it ain't him.
Yeah, this Victor Wong guy was apparently like is a pretty new actor in his time. He was in The Last Emperor. See that one, Ben?
The Last Emperor? No.
Yeah, that was a pretty well-known movie in the 80s. Big Trouble in Little China. That's a big one. Year of the Dragon. And The Joy Luck Club. But get this, he's actually in all 4 Three Ninja movies.
Well, yeah, you need Grandpa, or else the ninjas are nothing.
Yeah, well, I think the only one that comes back in the sequel is the guy who plays Rocky, right? There's some different actors in the other ones.
Maybe. I mean, did you find out now where they're at? The kids?
They're in like a loft, right?
Oh no, I meant like in real life. Like
yeah, I just found some like BuzzFeed article or something like that. The guy playing Rocky has like a PhD in psychology.
The guy who plays Tom Tom, Chad Power. I think he's like a coach at a college or some shit.
Yeah, the guy playing Cole I saw was playing as the bands and stuff. The girl Emily is writing for a few TV series right now. Victor Wong is
dead.
Yeah, still alive. No, it came out there. For some reason, Wikipedia says actor born 1926, but I guess that was another Victor Wong. But yeah, he died in 2001. One day after 9/11.
Oh my God.
I like how Tom Tom here is sleeping with food, by the way. Did you notice that? He has like jelly beans or some shit.
Yeah, that's what triggers his reflex.
Yeah, wouldn't that be like a Cypher childhood obesity or something like that?
I mean, you never know.
We're transported them doing some martial arts outside and say they were training like since they were really, really little. So if they were training since they were little, I want to know why such a fucking surprise to their dad about the ninja stuff. They're like breaking pots and shit. It's like this Baltash going. They got Reebok's pumps going. There's weights to their seats. I like the one with Grandpa rating a ball called the sled.
Oh yeah,
I like the Apple stuff with Hitchhawks or like some Psy action.
I like how these fucking kids got like sharp objects
Yeah,
right
ninja
now.
stars and shit. But I really like where it goes from here, where he just fucking falls in that tree and Grandpa slams on the fucking car brakes like about to hit him. So what kind of training was this?
They start trying to hit him with the fucking bamboo sticks and shit.
Yeah,
like, dude, you're gonna dent up the car. You don't even care.
Yeah, well, I also like what there's whatever that thing called that had the spark and disappear.
The smoke bomb.
Yeah, he's up in a fucking tree. They say, how'd you do that? It's like, I want to know also, like, how the fuck did you do that? And he actually says non-smoker section. Like, I don't think kids that age know what a non-smoker section is now because everything's not smoking, right?
Uh-huh. I should have ate something today.
Oh, you haven't had lunch yet?
Fuck no.
But Tom just eating through this whole episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This is gonna. I'm gonna be drunk as fuck.
All right, well, we'll take a break in a few minutes here. But let's at least get to one of my favorite characters in this film.
I mean, we'll take a break to go smoke, but I'm intentionally trying to get fucked up.
That maybe it's not alcoholism.
No.
Okay.
They go to meetings.
Yeah, that's true. There was this weird transition here where the film just fades to black and then comes back. Like, I don't see that anymore.
I didn't really catch that, but
and maybe the international version.
There were some. Oh man, I still love this movie, like I said, but man, what's coming up next?
Well,
it was hard to watch.
All right, so the other night when I said Ben would like to watch the film, like within 15 minutes of watching the film, he sends me a message that says like, "What
Here,
was like,
I'll pull it up right now. I'll pull it up."
Yeah, well, I hadn't seen the movie before I sent him a link, and then when I watched it last night, in the first 10 minutes, I'm also like, "What the fuck?" Because I was pausing the film seriously about every 10 seconds, just making notes and stuff for how ridiculous some of these shots were.
Okay, so I sent you at 12:51 a.m. Oh boy, and then I said I'm watching it now, and oh my, you sent me something 20 minutes later said masterpiece with a question mark, and I didn't say anything back because I just didn't want to ruin it for you, so I didn't say a word.
Yeah, I mean, this whole first act here is pretty rough. And this next section here is where they get the mask and their ninja names. Or shares in the mask. And you made a point to where you actually paused the film at this.
Yeah. If you look at our Instagram, yesterday we came over here and I had bought these Halloween masks that are just plain white, actually to do this exact thing, to paint the three ninjas masks to where they look like the mask of the boys. And when the grandfather opened the box up, I paused it and Ashley said that I sounded like Ace Ventura from Ace Ventura 1 when he sees the picture of Finkel in the group photo when he didn't have the group photo with him in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, what the fuck is that? Because we had already painted the masks and now there's this orange and black tiger looking mask.
Yeah, I picked up on that when I watched the film because I was like, the bed, like, no. It was making this little mess inside because it looks nothing like this film. What did you use for a model?
What do you mean? For these?
When you're doing the mask, what did you actually use for like design?
I just looked up on the internet. Like,
that could have been anybody.
I put three ninjas masks or whatever, and then like, I mean, if you've watched it as a kid, you know what they look like. Here and there, but like, even watching the movie, we're like, these aren't the same. They don't look the same as the ones we painted, but I mean, they're roundabouts the same.
Yeah, it's kind of similar. Here's when they get their names. So Rocky is strong as salad. Jeff gets Colt because he was fast and free. And I found out that he was actually supposed to be called Pony.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
What fucking like 8-year-old guy wants to be called with that name?
Pony.
Yeah. little one gets energy because it begins and ends with his tummy. So Tum Tum. They mentioned showing a dad, but one of them says, "I know he hated it." And there's this big thing where their dad's not really paying attention to his life because of his job. His grandfather says he's a busy guy with a troublesome job. And there's two scenes in this movie that are pretty much some of the stupidest shit I've seen in any 90s film.
And this is one of them?
Yeah, this is one of them. There's a more ridiculous scene later, though. We see their dad driving some old-ass Buick or Lincoln town car to a warehouse where they meet what looks like Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
There's some asshole in a ninja suit next to him.
Or the dude from, what is it, Karate Kid 2 or 3?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this looks, he looks Arabian or, like Muslim with the head.
Saudi Arabian.
Yeah, Saudi Arabian. With the headdress on. And Ashley said, well, that's just a white guy with makeup on.
Yeah, you saw the fake mustache, right? Like, that thing looks fake as hell.
Yeah, so she's like, they didn't even cast a real guy. But then, like, not, 5 minutes later or whatever, after they do the arms deal, it's an FBI agent undercover and stuff. And I was like, oh, well, but she called that shit out real quick.
Yeah, well, here's some other shit I want to call out. Yeah, so the guy posing a Saudi Arabian guy, and why do you have to be Saudi Arabian, by the way? Racist much?
I don't know.
We're right after the Persian Gulf War.
I was making Iron Sheik references with Camel Clutch.
Yeah, well, here's my thing, Ben, and we should let our listeners know, like, Ben and I don't work for the FBI or any combat organizations, but Ben's a former military. I've done some combat training before. And Ben, I was thinking to see, like, if this guy was such a target, they wouldn't have set him up like this, right? They probably just would have went in as soon as they made that deal, rather say you're under arrest. They would have had him, like, down on the ground quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this just make no sense, because he fucking elbows the guy. Gets to tell Bob, the FBI, at that point, comes into that one entrance.
Yeah,
and then we see these ninjas come out of nowhere. Like, what the FBI have multiple points of entry coming in there?
Yeah.
They didn't skip the place out at all?
I want to know why, man, why so many damn ninjas? Like, okay, ninjas are supposed to be stealth as hell, like all this shit. His bodyguard that was frisking him was a fucking ninja with a samurai, with like a sword on his back.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like the Foot Clan and Ninja Turtles almost.
Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, this guy's just really disposable characters, and I want to bring up this point as well, but I just researching this guy playing this character Snyder. I looked him up on IMDb.com, and this was his first acting credit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other credit is a film called The Gardener that came out in 1998. His real name is Rand Kingsley. And I found a YouTube clip where someone actually uploaded like the one part of the movie he's in this other film, and they say that film was produced by Sheen Productions, which was one of the production companies for this film, and they did all the Three Ninja sequels. So he had a theory, and this makes perfect sense, that this actor, if you want to call him that, was actually a friend of someone who worked for that company and just got the gig.
I mean, that's how it works, man.
Yeah, but I mean, they had like Victor Walga there, so I mean, they had a character that people saw before. So,
well, they spent all the money.
I mean, they working against Steven Seagal at that point.
Yeah, I mean, you can't afford Steven Seagal. He's fucking doing Under Siege.
Oh yeah,
he's working on Under Siege 2 already now. We can't get him.
I laughed when Snyder knocks that guy out. By the way, like takes him upstairs.
I liked it when he elbow dropped the fucking box. Like, okay, Saudi Arabian dude has the cash, opens it up. Okay, do you have the weapon? And he elbow drops the box and pulls out a mortar shell. Like, dude, that's highly explosive. Don't do that. Just open the box.
Yeah, that's really unnecessary. But I also like the part where they're secluded. He found the briefcase. It's full of a bunch of fake cash. He gets pissed off. There's two FBI agents to come behind him, and like the way they're posed, I could tell like they didn't do any thought they didn't have a training with this movie.
Yeah, no, they didn't scan the room or anything. Like the dad of the kids, does this like half jog with his revolver out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Well, he's not even like bent down or like he's not like checking his surroundings or anything. He's just like wandering or jumping all over the fucking place. But the FBI agents get knocked out like fuck because they don't have any coverage at all. And like there's a few seconds of delay there where he kicks the one guy or something like that, and the other is just like standing there and waiting. Like if anybody's trained in combat, they would know to get on top of that person immediately, like get him off that person. But I also like how their dad, Sam Douglas, the FBI agent, comes up there by himself.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what do you have? What happened to those guys downstairs? They busy fighting ninjas?
Yeah, they were all fighting ninjas.
And those ninjas easy to take out. Like, what the fuck's taking so long?
Here comes one of my I paused because I was laughing so hard on this.
Oh, this helicopter part?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the stupidest part of the movie that everyone points out. On the rooftop, Sam Douglas says to Snyder, "It's all over, I give up." One of the greatest lines of the movie, Ben. Remember this one?
It said something about flying. Right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he has to fly. And this helicopter just fucking comes out of nowhere, just no noise or anything.
Okay, so then it spins around and there's a dude with an assault rifle. He starts unloading on the dad.
Did you notice that the dad has a revolver and he has like 9 shots in there?
No, I wasn't counting the shots. But what I did notice is when they started shooting at him, he jumps back into the doorway, right? But it's corrugated sheeting around the whole building.
Please explain what that is for our non-construction people.
Corrugated sheeting is like when you look at roofs and there's like that metal tin that goes up and goes down and goes up and goes down, like it's grooved.
Yeah, that shit. Like they make like little cheap ass sheds around.
Yeah,
right?
like your tool shed would have it, or like like your little storage bin that storage shed.
Well, the AR bullet's going right through that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Shit, a 22 could go through that. So, you see him like unloading on him, and there's not a single bullet hole in that shit.
Well, my other thing I want to know is, where was this helicopter at the whole fucking
time?
Why
didn't you hear it coming?
Yeah, well, where did this launch from? Did it just launch off the street where the FBI cars were? I mean, yeah, it's just like completely out of nowhere. And yeah, we were thinking about that.
They would have a helicopter. If this guy is such high risk, they would have a helicopter.
They're not about to shoot him down. Of course, he has to get away easily. And of course, they don't have any tracking of this helicopter at all. So you're just scot-free after that.
Well, we're 5 minutes into the movie, Adam.
Yeah, 33 minutes in the podcast. That's how things go. Again, this is just how fucking stupid and ridiculous this movie is. The first 10 minutes. Although Ben loved it.
I did love it. I still love it.
Okay, I'll tell you my snaps right now. I liked it the more the film went on. Okay, the first half is pretty stupid, but I did enjoy some scenes later on. There's the parts in here that are clearly necessary, though. Like this helicopter. I know they have to get the bad guy away somehow. Okay?
Yeah.
But they could have fought on something. You know what I mean? The helicopter could have been atop the building or something like that, ready to go. Because of the kind of chase scene before.
Yeah.
Well, after this stupid-ass helicopter thing, Agent Green's down there and Sam's talking to us as pissed off that Snyder is everything. They said they got some people downstairs. It doesn't matter who wants Snyder. And then it's later mentioned that Maury's an old friend of Snyder's, and they're going to give him a visit. Apparently there's some beef. Back at the house, Tom is chopping some shit up. I looked at his knife skills. Like, he's just chopped this, carrot up really fast with a knife. It's like his fingers are just, right there.
Yeah.
Nice and safe.
Come on, Grandpa's supervising?
Yeah, he's on the phone. It says ninja trainers go well. It's to see he was talking to his daughter. The guys are, throwing some dishes and shit. They mentioned that they know the dad hates it, but they need to spend more time with him. And the music here is terrible. It's like some mystical creature music, like in a Disney adventure film.
Yeah. The music...
it didn't age well, I'll tell you that.
No, it did not.
Did you catch who did the film score for this?
It wasn't Danny Elfman, I'll tell you that.
All right, now, Ben, I actually studied film scoring before in college. This composer here, he has worked on a lot of stuff. Around the time the Three Ninjas, this is like one of his first credits, by the way. He came back for some of the sequels. Do you remember Escape the Witch Mountain, 1995?
Yeah.
It's on that one. Dead Man Can't Dance.
Not so much.
He did a few things for the wonderful Walt Disney movies, Naughty or Nice and Nancy Drew, 2004, 2002.
I was in high school by then.
Yeah, 6 Feet Under, and they'll see later on Without a Trace. And recently, Grimm. Have you seen that TV series?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did some things for that. So I mean, he went on. So I feel it's just get his little feet wet. And when people score films, the composer always meets with the director beforehand to spot out the things in the music. And I was wondering what they were thinking here with this scene, though, because it just does not match.
Yeah. Once this is like the first real like fight scene you see, like, okay, yeah, you saw Schneider like elbow this dude and like knock him unconscious, and then like the ninjas came down and started attacking the FBI agents, but all that's done like in the background.
Yeah,
you haven't seen like what the fight scenes are gonna be like, and here's where they're gonna show you. And
yeah, they're going over the definitions of ninjas, so they're going over honesty and never fights back if they can't win. That's a big thing. Spirit and mind. Hands go in love and trust one. And yeah, this town car pulls up, and these motherfuckers see what they're looking for a fight. Mari goes up there, and of course the ninja fight breaks out. Like, are these guys fucking stupid? These ninjas just like up and running in broad daylight up to this house. They're not sneaky at all. They're not busting the windows or any shit. Like, why did I do this in the middle of the night when like kids are sleeping and the grandfather's up and get a midnight snack or something like that? I was laughing my ass off at the scene, by the way.
Oh my god, it was
especially like the ninjas don't go right after him. They all like go in all fours around him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snyder walks out, but he's not going up to him just yet. We see the three ninjas come out, and they go up to hit him. There's some stupid, corny sound effects happening here. Like, it's like really cartoonish. You start to see the grandfather stunt double, who doesn't look anything like him. He's at least like 5 inches taller, I thought.
Yeah, and like
it's skinnier,
and like 30 years younger.
Yeah. I was laughing at the scene with the three ninjas, like with the pots.
Oh yeah,
he like kicks him in the ass. He bumps his head, and there's this ninja getting his ass kicked by Tub Tub. I was thinking this kid is probably about 90 pounds, and this is like a grown adult ninja just like get beat up just like that. I laughed at the one where they kick him and the guy goes like on the bridge and falls down. Like, how's that even possible? I mean, it didn't fucking super kick him like Bruce Lee could.
Oh no, the grandfather did that.
Okay. Well, Snyder's laughing the whole thing. He's probably thinking the whole thing like, oh, these fucking pussy ass ninjas can't fight. And like, I like the running jump they do where Tub Tub gets to the middle of both,
and then they stop. They stop right before they hit him, and then they like push him.
It's like, what kind of ninja move is this?
Yeah.
The bodyguard tries to go in. His name is Rushmore. Did you recognize this guy?
Oh, dude, he's in like
it's Professor
Tatanka.
Yeah, he was in the WWF before it was WWE. He's a wrestler for years. I mean, this guy is a tank. That's how his probably guy's name. He plays the butler in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, he's the butler in that, and like, dude,
he's in 200 movies.
Yeah, Running Man,
mm-hmm.
Last Action Hero. Like, he's always like the brute.
I mean, he looks like a guy you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah,
yeah, but like, well, Snyder just stopped and like, yeah, I know it's gonna be over if he goes in. The ninjas aren't properly trained yet, right?
They're getting there.
Yeah, eventually.
They're getting there.
Now, another big question: like, this isn't a video game where like you kick the Foot Clan down the ground, like they disappear. Like, when Snyder actually goes up and talks to the grandfather, like the ninjas and nobody failed. Like, did they get that fucking beat up by 8-year-olds?
They just dissipated.
Yeah. And like, how many ninjas were actually in that town car? By the way,
I was thinking the same thing. Like, I kind of want to go back to see if a van pulled up because there's like 6 to 8 ninjas running around. Like, Grandpa's fighting 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
The kids took out The kids took out like 3 or 4 them, like with them, and then you got Schneider, Rushmore. Rushmore, if he better be sitting in the front, because if he's sitting in the back, no one else is sitting in the back because Rushmore's a big dude.
Oh yeah. Well, Snyder goes up to Maury and congratulates him, and we found out that they were partnered like some karate studios or some shit.
That was his. He was Snyder's teacher.
Yeah, well, they were business partners at some point, something with South. And he wants Maury to work for him again. He says no. He knows that his son-in-law is Sam Douglas, the FBI agent that's being a pain in the ass and wants to back off. Now, does this retired Japanese grandfather who was a karate instructor have influence over like a federal government agency?
Yeah, no. He's like, oh, tell him to take a vacation, or like.
Yeah. Maury goes to hit him, but he's blocked immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Offers him money, says make it happen or rip out his heart. I kind of want to see that happen. Yeah, I mean, Grandpa was just up there kicking a bunch of asses, and he just gets like blocked immediately.
He's tired. He'd been fighting. His medication's starting to take it. He was eating dinner. Like you don't ambush somebody at dinner. That's fucked up.
People must want more than eating or sleeping, right?
Well, I mean, and Asian food fills you up, makes you tired. So
Yeah, well, going back to that, I like the fact that they have that rice. The tub has the spoon in one hand, and then up and like gets the rice with his bare hand.
Bare hands, yeah.
That's nice.
And he's fighting ninjas with his salad tongs.
See, I love various styles of Chinese cooking, Cantonese and Szechuan and stuff like that. But like after I eat it, I'm hungry. Like 20 minutes later.
Oh yeah, that's always how it goes.
The grandfather gets pissed off that the kids came out, saying they weren't on a train yet and they shouldn't come out because you only come out if you know you can win. But they just won, right?
Yeah, but they made a point and said, well, which rule was it? It was it was the don't be overconfident thing. Mm-hmm. So the grandpa kind of relents and is like, okay,
Yeah, they have a cinema member. They all come hug. Then we come in this trading segment with this dummy. He says they promise they won't use the knowledge unless they're in danger. There's a few places to hit a person where they won't remember it except that it hurt. And when he kicks it, it lights up. He hits it again, says same spot, it doesn't light up. He says half inch between life and death. I mean, is that really a death spot right there?
No, it's not a death spot, but that's your sternum.
Now, I posted on my personal Facebook today about the fact that I watched this film last night when I got home from work, and I'm a DJ, so I got home like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. And I got really tired. And I stopped the movie. It took me like an hour to get through the first 15 minutes. So I had to actually watch the rest of the film before bed came over today. We started recording around 1:30 today. And I posted on my Facebook, I was pissed off that I set an early alarm to wake up and have to do my notes for 3 ninjas. And someone said, someone made a comment, what was it?
Light up the eyes.
Yeah, light up the eyes, which is what it says there. So at least that's a memorable line here. That was a good one. But I like the fact he says, hit him here, here, here. And the last place is the groin. Now, I trained in Krav Maga for a few years. And like the groin was the first place we were taught to like hit someone. Yeah, that's like Mr. Krav Maga. Technique, you go for the groin because, especially if you hit a guy in the crotch, he's most likely going to bend over. And then you're at a final position, you can do a hammer fist or knee him in the face or something like that. But, like, why the fuck would you hit him there, then the groin? Ben
yeah.
And Ben did Muay Thai for a while, right?
Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, and then all the military stuff. And then did... like academy for being a correctional officer. Like like Muay Thai is more like, your knees and your elbows. If you do it right, it'll feel like you got hit with a sledgehammer. So, well, we weren't really taught like, oh yeah, kick him in the groin, do all this stuff. But like, correctional officer wise, like you can grab someone's hand. And with both your thumbs, you can bring them down to the ground. And if they don't go, you're going to break their wrist. Mm-hmm. So I guess the stuff I know is more like a overpower them with like pain compliance type of stuff.
Okay, because at Krav Maga, it was more street self-defense style. So your goal was to put the target down who's in imminent danger and get away from them as quick as possible. You're not trying to kill them or put them on the more serious like some of these other styles of martial arts are. It's more self-defense based. But are these guys actually doing karate, or is it a form of martial art? Because mixed martial arts, I don't think were very popular in the early 90s at that point, right? That was more of like a late 90s, early 2000s thing.
Yeah. If there was a martial arts movie, it was usually a certain kind of martial art.
Yeah, like what would Jean-Claude Van Damme specialize in?
Jean-Claude Van Damme was it was like I'm not sure. Seagal is Aikido.
Okay, and Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, he was trained in what style was that? Because he was in a number of action movies before he died.
Do you have it over there?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it up. Maybe, Kung Fu, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't really know the difference a lot between some of those Chinese and Japanese styles, but yeah, because Bruce Lee was definitely Kung Fu and Wushu, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just like, let's just do the most ridiculous stunts possible for an 8-year-old, and it's going to knock some Foot Clan members down real quick.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kung Fu and, all that other stuff doesn't involve, like, throwing a pot on a string and then waiting for it to hit him in the back of the head when they duck it the first time.
Yeah, I don't think that's part of the training. They keep practicing this thing, and we're transported to this, like, mountains suburban community. And they're singing this fucking song here, Ben, where the lyrics go.
I said my poor teacher, yeah.
Yeah, on top of all smoke, I'll cover with blood. I show up for teacher with a 44 slug. Now, this is an old folk song called On Top of All Smoky. But yeah, this shit wouldn't go down today. Not at all.
That's what Ashley said, that exact same thing when we were watching it last night. And he doesn't even say slug. He says stud.
Oh, I think it says slug.
It's supposed to be slug.
Stud bullet. Okay, that makes it better, right?
I'm pretty sure they were just trying to like PG it, but like if you're gonna PG it, don't sing that.
Why this song though? I mean, they could have. I mean, for licensing, they probably had to pick something public domain.
Well, you can't do bubblegum in a dish because then you'd have to be turned around and doing the fist thing.
Yeah, they're a few years older than It's Bitsy Spider at this point, right? I don't remember this scene, by the way, because we're introduced to Emily, who is Rocky's kind of crush / girlfriend who lives across the street. They're making fun of him.
Shit, they're just jealous.
They see their dad, who just came back, but he still focused to work because the Greens, they're talking in the car. Apparently he has a scene of all summer, but he just says, "Oh, how was summer?" It's like it's just like out of nowhere, and they start going ninja names. Oh yeah, he starts to get pissed at the grandfather. Then he just takes off just like that. I like how the guy just starts driving the car. Like, okay, we got fucking go. They start grabbing a bunch of shit from the car. The grandpa's rocking this convertible, by the way.
Rocking a what?
That convertible.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a 1960s style, I think. Girl comes up. His name's Emily. Rock says hi, but they say nothing else. And then she says she heard the ninja name, so apparently she was eavesdropping. Keep acting shy. They see their mom. Yeah, that's what I mean. Their mom doesn't look Japanese.
Oh, yeah. I was waiting. I was like, okay, the dad's white. I said, Mom better be Asian. And as soon as I saw her.
Yeah, I mean, how hard would it have been to cast like a Asian woman or a half Asian, half white? And like the parents actually mentioned that in a future scene when they're driving the car. The mom says something like, that's the Asian to me, and then that's the American to me come out. So, I mean, the mixed marriage thing is definitely happening there. The mixed race thing.
That would mean that the mom was white, but you still like she does not look remotely Asian.
We then see the scene where Snyder is talking with a guy named Mr. Brown, who's wearing pads like an umpire's apron and shit. And I was thinking, like, if Snyder's the expert at martial arts, wouldn't he have a better training facility than have like one of his
doing it in his office?
Yeah, clients like wear this ridiculous outfit. or someone who actually trained and like work with someone who's working on martial arts and holding it properly. He's told to kidnap the boys. He says he's got a perfect guy. So he hires his nephew and his friends. And we're transporting this like surfer dudes who casually robbed this liquor store out of nowhere. Like, they know they don't care without wearing masks. They just happen to pull out guns and like shoot liquor behind them.
No. They don't shoot anything.
Oh, in my version, they shoot the fucking liquor bottles.
You're watching the unedited then.
You should watch my version, man.
Yeah, I guess awesome. So, because they didn't shoot shit.
Yeah, he shot the liquor behind the clerk.
Oh, yeah, no, they didn't do that in the one I watched.
Did you get the part where he gets the pager message?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and he has to use the phone. And I remember back in the 90s, Ben, anybody had a pager, they always, if they're in like a store, so, hey, can I use your phone? Probably a pistol. He gets to be addressed, and it's actually the wrong address. I checked that. It was the different numbers on the door. You got to figure, right?
I didn't catch that.
A plan comes together. Snyder says he loves being the bad guy. Of course, every bad guy has to admit to love being a bad guy, right?
Right. So then we know now. If you didn't know now, you know. He's the bad guy.
Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Like, I don't know what he fucking put his elbows about. The brothers are playing video games, at least talked about it, Super Mario Bros. 3, because that had to make an appearance between every single fucking kids movie between 1990 and 1993.
Dude. The Wizard killed it.
Did you like how it goes between different parts of the video game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's jumping stages.
Using those warp pipes.
Oh, yeah, so pretty serious what's happening. I got the Game G to go. They have a warning light in the room. I like that. You see that part?
Oh, yeah. Well, Grandpa did.
Uh-huh.
So he must have taught him how to do that over the summer.
Yeah, and there's one part where they come back and the game's at the like start screen. So like they have time to like just reset the fucking game. They all jump on the bed and debate whether or not to tell their mom about Snyder. So these dumbass robbers are going to a Fed's house just out of nowhere, by the way. So they see some activity there, which is the Fed cars out, and decide to come back tomorrow. Now, you think after seeing that bed, they'd be a little more apprehensive or careful?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They go out for a Slurpee instead.
Oh, yeah.
These guys, by the way, are Hammer. Remember that one?
The only name I remember is Fester.
Yeah, Fester. And the other one begins with M.
Because, like, I'm pretty sure they only say Fester in the whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't really... Oh, I think it's Malcolm. I've heard it a few times, though.
I guess we should mention that Rocky has a tin cup with copper wire going down.
I didn't see the copper wire. I thought it was just a tin cup because I made a note of that. I was like, "There's no fucking string."
There's a string to it.
Okay. I was like, "That's a pretty bad pot to start." So
that goes over to Emily's house, and she also has one. So there is something going on with that, whether they're friends or if Rocky loves Emily, because they say it 50 fucking times in the movie.
Yeah.
There is something going on. And that will come into play later.
No, I got this note here. We have this little scene where Grandpa's just like up and doing some ninja moves at night.
Oh, yeah.
Like at the full get up.
You got to do it at night with a sword.
Yeah. The next morning, we see chaos where they're trying to get everybody ready. Emma comes over. There's a crushed soda placement. You see that product in there? Yeah, so crushed soda bottles. Surge wasn't that popular back then, right? Is it like that was more like 94, 95, I think?
Yeah.
96, yeah.
They weren't jumping over couches in an alley yet.
In a scene straight from E.T., we get all the kids on bikes, and the future kidnappers are in the van to follow them. And I like how these guys just like eating stuff and just like throwing it in the back of the van right out the window. I did laugh at that. And then they just up and crash into a police car where they're watching all these stunts.
No, not yet.
Wait.
Not yet. They don't. What happens is, over the course of the kids riding the bikes, Emily's with them and all that stuff. The boys cut through a construction area. And rather than it being like a normal construction sign, like, oh, keep out, it's a board spray painted, keep out on it, on the fence. And they cut in. Emily doesn't want to do it. So she's like, guys, so the kidnappers, potential kidnappers, are right behind them.
Uh-huh.
See the keep out sign, and they're like, oh, bummer. Dude, you robbed a liquor store last night. What's a wooden sign going to do for you?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So like, they cut through the construction site and Emily's trying to make her way to them. That's when she gets her bike stolen from the bullies, and the kidnappers are so busy looking at them like doing these jumps and shit in this construction site that they rear end the fucking cop car.
Oh yeah, that's up there.
You're too far.
No, I pulled this. I have YouTube up here. We're gonna play a little sound clip here because I have this one thing coming up. Now, my thing, Ben, with these bullies here stealing this bike, it's like the gag of like stereotypical 90s bullies, except this time our Kyle Leawood is some fat black kid.
He's not the lead.
He's not?
No.
It's that tall white kid. Looks like
Ice-T?
and White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they yell for Rocky. The brothers follow, and it's these assholes. They're like, they just stole some girl's bike. Like, they just beat up Foot Clan, but they can't beat up these guys.
Mm-hmm.
She blames him, says they'll never get the bike back. But my thing, shouldn't she be a little more upset about having her bike stolen? Like, she's like, no, it's God. It's not coming back. I remember when we were kids, if someone had like their bike stolen or lost or some shit, like, that's a big fucking deal. I mean, that's like one of your best possessions back then because that's how you got around.
Yeah. Or rollerblades.
Yeah,
you can't steal the rollerblades. They're on your feet.
Yeah, I did see the inline skates did it in that one scene where we introduced to Emily. One of her friends has inline skates on. Do you still have yours?
Fuck, I don't know.
Mine are downstairs somewhere in my storage unit.
Well, I don't know.
But then my foot size was like 7 or 8 back then. It's like 10, 11 right now. So yeah, that was like 94 or 95. I think I got those. Hammer and the guys are putting some Metallica stickers up in this little phone booth thing, talking to Brown. Snyder says he wants the kids before midnight and asks Hammer what time school gets out. He says, I never stayed to the end. Oh yeah, Hammer says that. So in this basketball scene here, Ben, I got a lot to say here. My first thing is, out of all 90s kids movies, there's a lot of ridiculous scenes. I think this is the second most ridiculous I've seen. The first being in Mighty Ducks, where the guy drives a fucking limousine on ice.
In
this basketball scene here, all the kids beat up. They start yelling fight. They run up to him. They say they're doing 2-on-2. And what are they playing for? They said they're not supposed to gamble. And they're acting like it's all special here. Apparently, this fat bully has stolen other bikes. So we're going to go 10 points. Rocky says, never fighting. And this choreography here is kind of special. Ben, the scene here, what were your thoughts?
Well, he says, they said, we'll spot you 9 points.
Yeah, I'll be a bit play. Like all my notes here, by the way, are just off shit I saw in this scene.
Mine's just drunken recall.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play it, Ben, real quick. You were drunk when you watched this?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's betting him right here.
Yeah, he says I'll spot you 9 points to 10.
Okay, and they agree. No fighting. All right, so we get this very, very 90s like hip hop beat happening. Emma says, yeah, while you're showing off, they're going to play basketball. So the kids are going back and forth, like, I got this. He takes a shot. What's the fucking shot, like 10 feet in the air?
Dude, he dunks it here in a minute.
Yeah. And this basketball hoop here, I thought was like one of those Fisher Price ones that was sold for like really, really small kids.
No.
Oh, I thought it was. Like, how did it get like just past it? Like, his kids played basketball before? Ever? And that dude was kind of cool where he throws it behind his back. Now, it's like faking out stuff. I mean, this is kind of typical.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah. All right, yeah, he goes up and put it up. All the kids are cheering. Like, that's a pretty easy pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the dark part, right? Yeah, he fucking jumps like at least 10 feet in the air. Like, those kids look up at shit. Like, was it some ninja training? Was it what, LA Lights or something?
I hope so.
Yeah, that's kind of cool shout. It looked like, almost like a GoPro. We had GoPros back then. Yeah, and like that shot right there, that was the technique they used with like zooming in while you're going back on a dolly, which is kind of cool.
Oh, this is not fair. Are you okay? Shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to think where to go. He's on two of them. Then we got him covered all. You just get a good slid over top of him. Why would they watch the other guy here?
Should have just shot it from there.
Yeah. I think he's ready to fight. Yeah, Colt's ready to knock his asshole out.
Go ahead.
Say it takes the basketball and sends it back.
Beautiful.
I don't know, but I've seen kind of worse sports scenes and the kids' movies, but this is kind of bad right here.
I like this right here.
Especially
I like
the
this
jump
one.
part. All right. Just try to think about, it's like, what's the point of his face? It didn't hit him, did it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, slow motion. Yeah, Colt's up there, gets tripped by the white bully. Falls there, black guy shoots it right in.
Yes. Did. Have a nice walk home.
Without your fight.
All right, so this is where I realized I was watching a different one because they lost.
I don't care.
And then in your verse, they won.
Yeah.
But also right here, this is new. It gets broken up. An adult figure walks on. You didn't have that in yours, right?
No.
Yeah, so that's what I realized that I was watching a different version, That's a wildly credited scene of this film, by the way. People love basketball in 90s films.
Yeah, the only adult figures that were in mine: Mom, Dad, Grandpa, Schneider, Kidnappers, Mr. Brown, Rushmore.
And the ninjas.
Yeah, extras.
Yeah, and like a store clerk.
Who, in my imagine, I imagine he's a extra as well.
Oh, yeah. We then are transported to Maury, who's following Snyder's car. And I was thinking, like, he's not really concealed here at all. He's driving an open air fucking car chasing a criminal. Like, it's pretty obvious to spot out a crowd. See, Grandpa goes, no fucks here. Back at the house, Mom's calling them by their ninja names. And they say the babysitter's here. There's some older woman who shows up with, like, curls in her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Gave her, like, one of those hot babysitters that we saw, like, Don't Tell Mom Babysitter's Dead or Bookish Babysitter. Right.
Oh, yeah. Bookish Babysitter.
Cole's in his dad's office. Mom says she's going to meet up with her dad. Cole asks who the bad guy is. He says, well, let's pick up him on the top. And did you notice the mom's earring falls out as soon as she closes the door?
No.
I was wondering if that was a goof or did they intentionally make that happen? That's when Colt sees that Snyder is in a photo
With Grandpa.
Yeah, and his wife. They ask if Grandpa's a criminal as well, and they say what to do is tell Dad. They question what to do and if Grandpa's really a bad guy. Then these kidnappers come back. They ask how they're getting the house. They see a piece of delivery guy. Oh, perfect. But I like how when they actually go to do this, only one of the kidnappers is in the outfit, and then there's like two guys with them. Like, wouldn't that be apprehensive?
What the fuck is that? Yeah.
Yeah. Colt comes upstairs, says, yeah, it's good news and bad news. So they got a chance to prove their ninja training. Then they grab his mask and outfits. Downstairs, the kidnappers are taking their sweet-ass time. So after they knock out the babysitter with some pizza, they're eating pizza.
Yes, they said first they feed, then they felony. Or they felon.
That's a pretty good line. But these kidnappers are the dumbest. We have a lot of dumb criminals, but these guys are fucking stupid. They're spending way too much time in this house rather than doing the actual job.
Oh, yeah.
They don't get too much attention.
This whole scene turns into...
It's Home Alone.
It turns into fucking Home Alone.
Yeah, and I actually found an article from 1992 when the film came out where even back then they were saying it's a Home Alone ripoff. It's just instead of pranks or baby traps and those kind of stuff, we have ninjas. I think Pet Shop had a scene like this.
See, I don't remember Pet Shop as vividly as you do.
Or what was that movie where the kid gets a spell for like a remote control contraction he has? I'll find it later. It's a very obscure 90s film.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these ninjas start bursting out of random spots. And Rocky says that phase 1 is in place. And like Colt spray paint that mask white.
Dude, wasted it. Me and Ashley painted these masks that I'm holding in my hand right here for about 3 hours. He had the blue one. He had the blue one, which probably, in my opinion, looks the best. Got the best thing. He spray paints it white in order to blend in with their room they're like remodeling and all these white tarps and shit. Like, and on another note, he spray paints it white, then he puts it on. You're breathing in fumes, and it's still sticky.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. And like, what is this room here? Like, was this a bedroom on a renovation? Because we had 3 brothers living in this tiny fucking room.
In one room.
This family has some money.
Yeah. That probably is why they're all sleeping in the same room. But the thing is, like, okay, everyone remembers the 3 Ninjas masks.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers them. Like, I posted it on my Facebook, I think, last night. Like, oh, 3 Ninjas. They wear those masks for all of 5 minutes in this movie.
That's a good point. I think they wear them more in the sequel.
I don't remember.
But the masks aren't even on the fucking cover art. I think they have the guys do like a kick in the air.
Yeah, but see, hold on now. If they're in the sequel, if the masks are in the sequel, Colt's better be white because he just ruined it, spray painting it white in the first one.
Oh shit, man! I didn't realize there was a 3 Ninjas game for NES.
What?
Or Genesis? Not yeah, Genesis or Super Nintendo.
Well, we're gonna have to find it.
We shall. Yeah, but I'm looking at the cover art for 3 Ninjas Kit Back on Genesis, and these look nothing like the actors in this movie. What the hell is this? 3 Ninjas. It's got Jean-Claude Van Damme, Chuck Norris, and Bruce Lee. This is fan art. Now, I could go on and on the scene Ben in this house, but just a few things to sum this up here. Can you actually trip on laundry detergent on the carpet?
On carpet? No.
Yeah, he puts it on carpet, right?
No.
Oh, it's hardwood floors?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was kind of tired when I watched that part, so that will come out.
They gave 2 of them diarrhea.
Yeah, of course, every 90s film needed a shit scene as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they actually show, like, there's no fart noises or anything like that, and it's just them in the toilet later on.
Mm-hmm. That one set, like, they come in to go beat his ass, and he's still in the toilet, and he's like, not in the stomach, and they punch him in the face, and he says, thank you, and then he's passed out.
Well, another thing I was thinking here, though, I did realize they cut these scenes down in the version that you saw. The one that I saw was a little bit longer with some of the fighting. Like, did you get the fireplace log holder part where he puts it around his neck?
He, the log holder, like the log grabber or whatever, he clamps it a couple times and then he like closes it to like hit him with it. And they're all just screaming and screaming. And then like he doesn't hit him. He just fucking leaves, like he disappears or whatever. The around the neck thing were all the ties.
Yes, phase 2.
Were all the ties and the keys like wrapped up in the ties that they do the fester.
Eventually, Emily, they find Emily via the phone and fake Rocky's voice ever come over. They take her hostage and have like, a gun to her head and shit. That got pretty hardcore real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of those guns the whole damn time.
I like how Fester's holding all 3 guns.
Yeah, like, how's that even possible? Look at that. I mean, I don't think you can fire 3 guns at once, especially with the recoil and stuff. Break your fingers off. They asked him where their little brother is, and his Fester had a tennis racket. Time to finish. Yeah, that was when Hammer was the other guy's Hammer. He was taking a shit. The tax will plunge him in the face. Yeah, that's gonna do a lot.
Then they rescue the babysitter. And as they're talking to her, Rushmore and Mr. Brown come in with ninjas. You got to bring ninjas.
Oh, yeah.
And they kidnap the boys.
Yeah, then the police are all over the scene. And for some reason, Emily's free. She says she knows who the boys are, gives her dirt and runs off. Then they see a ninja. The police about to shoot him, but it's the grandpa. He just shows up in this fucking suit. He says, or Snyder Ships mentioned, the FBI mentioned they followed him. It says that it's hard, he's still a ninja. He can stop him. Mari actually, or Sam actually agrees to let Maury have him for an hour. He has a whole fucking FBI team, and he just makes this decision. Yeah, let's go let early father-in-law go there to take care of him. They say they both hate Snyder but love the boys, that he trusts he can bring them home safe. And then he goes to talk to somebody, and it turns around and Maury's gone. So Maury's apparently a magician as well, right?
It's perks of being a real ninja.
That's really hoopty.
Yes, sir.
I need some hoop to get through my life of see this fucking movie.
Come on.
Are we doing the sequels? No, we're let the fans decide.
They will decide the fate.
Did you try the watermelon hoopty yet?
I figure we should polish off the peach, and then
just save a little bit just in case.
In case Kayla wants some.
Yeah, Kayla's joining us later on. We're recording some Mario Fade Dark episodes after this recording, and she's bringing us a special Deep Eddy Punch. What have you been drinking lately, Ben?
Oh man, me and Ashley pretty much drink rum on like a daily basis. So it's usually rum and Dr. Pepper is like the go-to.
Okay, Ben, can you name another film or TV show where ninjas have guns?
No.
We mentioned this before, like things that don't make sense. Like I don't know if Jason Voorhees had like a 9mm auto, or Mike Myers or something has a shotgun on somebody. There's just certain things that don't make sense. And these ninjas here are walking around with AR-15s, it looks like, or M4s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have guns, and there's ninja training going inside the ship as well in some kind of training yard.
Not very stealthy. They ain't got silencers on them bitches.
I mean, it's a ship, so. And my other thing is, like, the FBI knows that Snyder has a ship, and, like, would they try raiding that immediately, or?
Well, no, the grandfather was like, yeah, he has a ship. And then the dude's like, oh, the dad's like, yeah, we know because we followed you. Like, okay, you're a ninja.
Yeah.
You're a ninja. You were stalking them, but the FBI was stalking you and you don't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we see somebody light up a cigarette here. And we don't see that much in Kiss films. Even in the 90s. I mean, we saw it occasionally. But I mean, in a bushwhack, like the guy has cigarettes on him, but he never actually lights it up. The boys are held captive and start having an argument about Grandpop and if he sold them out. Meanwhile, Grandpop's up walking this bitch, just taking care of one person at a time. This is where the film for me got a lot better, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I did enjoy the ship scene a lot.
So, hold on. Let me ask you something. When Grandpa is like, he has him in that like really, really like narrow hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And Brown gets thrown against the wall. And there's that axe there.
Yeah.
In the uncut scene, did he grab that axe? Because it's like, okay, there's an axe there. And then there's like one of those metal wheels to like change pressure in, like in pipes. He bumps up against it. I was like, oh, okay, he's going to grab the axe. But he doesn't. He turns around and gets knocked out by that wheel.
Yeah, it's right here. This is later on, but let's just review this real quick. Yeah, so he says, their hallway. If there's a fucking knife, he has to ditch in the chest.
He doesn't do that in ours.
Oh, shit, yeah, there's the axe right behind him. Yeah, he fucking has
no.
the
What
knife
the
go
fuck?
to chest.
They didn't get reunited like that.
Oh, yeah, that's how it happens. Oh, it's the axe right there. He just comes up by him. There's more ninjas coming in with Brown. Yeah, there's the fire axe around the wall.
He doesn't embrace the kids in mine until the end.
Well, yeah, they all have samurai swords. The one ninja has trouble getting it out. Grandpa's walking this motherfucker, stops and kicks him in the face. He kicked one guy in the face, but the other ninjas like go around. Brown's like, "Oh no!" And it's knocked out.
He doesn't grab the axe.
Yeah, Grandpa's like, "Oh fuck this guy." Well, those other ninjas just like took like pussy whips out of there. But yeah, it's ahead of us a little bit. But let's rewind of how the boys actually get out of that cell.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's clever, but why in the fuck is there a ferret right in their holding cell?
I mean,
because they pretend to be somebody of the guards says open up, and he goes in and they sneak out. Like that was easy and fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Snyder's pissed off that they're missing. We see this fight in the steam room with some samurai ninja. He looks the sword and shit. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
That was stupid. Like, who the fuck was this guy? He's not dressed like any others. Where was this guy the whole film? It's like one of those mid-stage bosses in video games.
Yeah, you need like the psychotic one that's like they keep away from all the rest of them.
Yeah, and that's the part where they get Brown gets knocked out by that pipe. But I was thinking like that probably wouldn't knock him out. I mean, it's just probably like
hurt.
stunt for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't knock over the ground. Like, people just get knocked out too easy in these movies. They meet up in some kind of training studio downstairs where multiple ninjas come out and get cornered. Then they look up, and that's when the action scene starts. And I will admit that I love this scene right here. This is fun.
Wait, which one? There's a lot of scenes that go on here.
There's like a sword fight, Colt and the ninjas downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, let me refresh your memory real quick and just bring this clip up.
Well, I mean, when the kids are fighting, it's still comical.
Yeah, it's all this right here. Wait, no, what the
Hold on.
Why, at the beginning of the movie, damn.
We're not watching it. Are you talking about when they fashion those?
Right here, like he has a sword going.
Yeah, and then he chucks it.
It kicks the guy, like, yeah, it's like all tough shit.
Fuck,
there.
I would have kept that. Why did you throw the sword down?
Yeah, but I mean, all three ninjas are fight people that here, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you get the guy with the rope, like all this stuff, like the action? There's a like a boxing everlast thing that there is. Yeah, this is cool. This action right here, the sword samurais are making jumps and shit. Did you have this in your version?
I don't think so.
Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, I'd like to see this is not corny. This looks like real fighting.
I don't think I did.
Oh, this is badass, man. You should have got this version.
No,
this is cool.
I guess so.
He hits him with the side of the face with a sword.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have like beheaded him if it was strong enough.
Yeah, no, I didn't have any of this.
Oh shit! Yeah, you missed like a smart. Oh, I look at the timing. Like your version was cut by like at least 12 minutes or something like that.
I guess all the good stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
You lost all the good stuff.
That was actually the scene where I thought, hey, I actually kind of like this movie again.
Well, fucking shit, Grandpa throwing a throwing star into some dude's chest. I would have loved that.
I'll say this version later also when you watch this, like, I don't know, 5 or 10 years. Just get back on it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I just sent, I sent Ben the uncut version as well. He's like, I'm just going to watch the one that says full. Because the other one I found was like cut up in various pieces on YouTube. Like we had it for full movies before the like 15-minute limit was on YouTube a few years ago. Because after they're done kicking all these ninjas' ass, they're stopped by Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
And they come after Rushmore, but their efforts are useless. And almost like when they're coming towards them, they give them a hug.
Yeah.
They can't take them down. Then Grandpa yells from above. It says, "Let him up."
See, on my version, there wasn't that embrace in that hallway. That's when they see Grandpa.
Yeah.
Grandpa yells, light up the eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when they see Grandpa. Like they don't see him before that.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking, like, Rushmore's no joke. I mean, this is like 8-year-old kid, but, like, yeah, Tum Tum kicks him in the throat, and they kick him. We get this, like, weird montage with the thing. He finally kicks him in the groin. They're kicking him in the face, and I'm thinking to myself, like, this is a really highly trained ninja bodyguard. But
here comes a headbutt.
Yeah, this is stupid. They pick up Tum Tum, go off his head, he's laughing, and they hit him in the stomach. Like, this guy is a fucking, like, 350-pound guy, at least. And that stops him down. He's having a heart attack. And yeah, Rushmore's, I'm dizzy. Three ninjas in a combat stand, and then they go out of combat stand. He just falls backwards. It's like,
I laughed at this part. Once he, like, is passed out or whatever.
Yeah, he puts his head up, and he falls back, just like,
this is what
yeah, the ninjas just pop up handguns. I say, oh yeah, now they decided to use guns after they just got they said that those swords are working. Oh, those revolvers, yeah.
So okay,
put the hands up.
So let me go back just for a second.
Okay,
but keep that right there.
You want to pause it or keep playing it?
Well, no, keep it paused.
Okay.
All right. So Snyder says, "Get the kids back."
Yep.
Right. Get the kids back. I need him as leverage. Do we see where I'm about to go with this?
No.
Why the fuck are the ninjas swinging swords at these kids that they need to reacquire?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, okay, I need him as leverage. You're not going to swing a sword at a kid to get him back, and then like, actually they're dead.
Yeah, those ninjas disappeared. Obviously,
okay.
That they hit. So Grandpa comes down from the fucking like 50-foot ceiling.
Yep, and here we go.
He has this big ass sword.
Jumps in front of all the guns. How hard is it? Bam.
Yeah, they're running. There's a few guys back there with the AR-15s. There's more ninjas coming down from the fucking ceiling.
Yeah,
there's multiple AR-15s in the fucking room.
Why do we need all this? We don't.
I mean, one of those could take out these four.
They just surround them like, okay, now.
Yeah, Snyder comes out this like burgundy digi thing. That we call that, right? Or Komodo? What's the proper term for that?
Gi?
Gi, okay. Your grandpa's like, yeah, I got this. And then we're going to have this fight here with just Snyder and Maury. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to take him on. They don't come out see this, but we actually don't see the three ninjas fight Snyder at all. You notice that?
Well, yeah, no, because Grandpa says, go to the dinner table like you should have before.
Yeah, I couldn't help but think of Mr. Muraga here, by the way, because
yeah,
and at this point in the '90s, like the Karate Kid was still fresh in everybody's minds. I mean, that movie came out in '84. The sequel came out in I think '88, but the next Karate or Part 3 was like early '90s. So I mean, we had all these three movies that a lot of kids still watch back
and those
then.
are the only Karate Kids 1, 2, and 3. I don't want to hear another word about it. Those are the only Karate Kids.
Not the next Karate Kid.
No,
Not the
not Hilary Swank.
What about the new one with no one even
not
years
the
old?
one with
Jackie Chan.
No, Will Smith's son.
Yeah, but Jackie Chan was playing the Miyagi part then, was he?
Oh hell, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to that. I didn't watch it.
Oh, I do have something else to mention here, but we see this huddle here with the four characters.
4 strands cannot be broken. Sure it can. With a samurai sword. Oh, the jelly beans.
Yeah, he said he was hungry earlier, but he had fucking jelly beans on the whole time.
Well, it's a good thing he didn't eat them.
Yeah, well, then we see this thing with Maury's stunt double here again, and pretend to kiss with the AR-15s. The next, it was 2010 that movie came up, and that was Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith, yeah.
It doesn't count.
Now, this fight scene here, I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I liked it.
Yeah, this one with Snyder and Maury. I mean, yeah, he kicks the sword that he's about to pull out. He's having trouble.
Hey, check this shit out, though. He throws this sword.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. He throws the sword. Where the fuck did he get another sword?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, and he blocked it by just going backwards. That was kind of cool. But where the fuck? Yeah, where does our sword come from? But I mean, he's going heavy at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he pulls the sword out. That came in from another ninja, I think. I mean, and I'll give this guy props. This guy playing Snyder, for not having any action credits, I mean, I did think he's doing pretty good here.
Yeah.
So maybe he did have some martial arts training in real life. They're going head to head here.
I do like how he keeps laughing.
Yeah, he kicks. Well, I mean, if you were this fucking in bed, you couldn't help but laugh either. I mean, he kicked the sword out of Maury's hand. So Maury's got him now with just his bare hands. And Snyder's laughing the whole fucking time. Like, oh, yeah, I got you, bitch. He comes at him, blocks. You know, he disarmed him out of his sword. Yeah, that's kind of cool where Snyder goes back like that, but then he gets in this arm lock deal. Now, you can get out of that easily, though, right? Except for that right there.
Oh, no, he's going to get out of that. He's going to throw him forward.
Yeah, I mean, he comes at him with this arm bar from behind, but you have to just go forward or put your hand up to his arm. But he's not going for his... They don't go for each other's faces at all in this fight. You notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a style of technique? Or yeah, but he goes for his throat there. Maury's got him on the ground. He has his hand on Snyder's throat, like he's about to choke him. But yeah, smoke bomb comes out. It blinds Maury. And I was thinking about here, wouldn't he have some training to like know how to handle a situation like that? Because that happened in the next Karate Kid. I know you don't want to talk about the movie, but that happens to Hilary Swank's character. Remember that?
No.
Yeah, she gets blinded, but she got taught how to fight with like sand in her eyes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or she was blindfolded at that time. Stunner has his hands up. He's smiling because no, the slow motion. Oh, Grandpa's gonna die. There, he goes for a sidekick, bam, right in the face. Mario just, how did you like that? Just from a kick in the face. Did you have this in your version?
Yeah.
All right, cool. He's on the ground like, oh shit, he's dead from a kick in the face.
He's got old bones, man.
I mean, this actor here at this point in time was in his mid-60s.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's done. It's over. Well, we got the kids at least, right? He looks like Jonathan Taylor Thomas in that shot, by the way. And my friend Julia, who's supposed to guest star this, she said that Rocky used to be one of her childhood crushes. No shout out there. She'll be on a future episode. Yeah. He's got jelly beans in his hand.
He's gonna
Yeah, Snyder has them up in the air. He's like, I got you. He stuffs his mouth. That's what ends this fight is jelly beans. Yeah, of course. This is very kids martial arts. Then it kicks with the face a few times. And that's kind of cool. That looked realistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just punch him in the face, kicks him a few times. Then there's a jump kick. Snyder's on the ground. Mario goes up for this death grip thing, which I've seen in a few martial art movies. What do you do there? Just go to the throat?
I thought he was going to grab his nose because he grabbed fucking...
You're thinking Karate Kid.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, but he just falls down. And then the fucking ninjas just let him go to go hug him. Like, they just break up. Like, oh, yeah, we're extras. We're just going to do this. And then Snyder grabs this AR-15, trying to block him. But then he gets shot. But you don't see any. You don't see any damage. You don't see.
There's not even smoke.
Yeah, the FBI's up there with a bullhorn. Now I thought they would have invaded from downstairs as well. They're from up top of this shit.
Yeah, everybody stay there. We'll come down and get you.
Yeah, but how fucking far did he jump down from there? That's at least like 50 feet.
No, he jumped from a balcony. He didn't jump from up there.
Oh, okay, you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Now here's the other thing for you, Ben. This is also where I realized the FBI is walking all the ninjas out with their mask off now.
No cuffs.
Yeah, Brown's asking for a doctor. Now, Ben, in my version, when I remember this as a kid, the film's going to end here shortly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dad's making up with the grandfather, and then the Agent Green's going to come back because the parents are out there. He says he's got some processing to do, but I remember this scene from when I was a kid. The dad says he's going to take his family out for pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a big thing in the 90s. You take it out for pizza. It's a good night.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Pizza Hut.
All right,
back
so
then?
I remember the film ended, but in my version, it goes on. There's like 5 minutes extra.
What?
Yeah, you didn't have that in yours.
No.
We wondered, why the fuck did the little girl get her bike back?
She did.
When?
When they won it in the basketball game.
There's never an exchange there. Oh, wait, they didn't win it in my version. So she didn't get it back in this one.
Right.
All right, so that makes sense then. All right, yeah, because after this scene here at the end, and in your version, in the original, a lot of people have seen, there's the voiceover after the scene right here. Because, yeah, the grandfather comes up. This is the ending here I have. So they're biking down the suburbs again, or at least one of them has a bike for some reason, and then they meet up with the bullies, of course, because we need a resolution there, right? Yeah. So first they see Emily, and she's bikeless. So the bullies come back. They're on bikes. This reminds me of that Old Man Corkin episode, by the way. It's almost the same cast. Is he wearing the same shirt?
Yeah.
All right.
It's the same day.
Yeah, well, they go to grab him.
They're all wearing the same shirts.
Yeah, there's some continuity issues here. Because he's wearing the same jacket. He says he's going to fight this big fat bully. Maybe not fat. Heavy stud. He's got a POW hat on. Where did you get that from? Grandfather fighting the Korean War or something? He goes to slap in the face. Rocky's like, And Emily says, yeah, do it. He fought, bam, bam. Slap there, kick in the chest. Hits him in the shoulder. What the hell is that going to do? He punches him in the fucking back. That's not going to hurt you. Ben, what did martial arts do you hit someone in the back?
I'll tell you.
He finally hits him in the face, yeah. That kicks him in the face. Boy goes down. What's the FI say about it? All the boys will run away.
Man, they got so many bikes now. We got all the bikes.
Why the fuck are you going to run from we could pedal faster than a bike? Well, Emma's got a bike back. She's a happy girl. And then the voiceover here, Ben, what you can't hear. Oh, I like this. He has a backpack and hits the boy in the face.
They did take bikes. Them motherfuckers stole bikes.
Yeah, all the bikes are the street right now, so it's going to run their
own
car.
No, they lost their bikes too.
Yeah.
In the bet on yours.
Okay. Yeah, that's what happened then. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the voiceover that you heard originally happens here, where they're kind of arguing and play fighting again.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how the international version ended. Final thoughts, Ben?
Dude, I still love it. I mean, it's cheesy as hell.
Yeah, it is corny.
It's cheesy as hell, but I still love it.
Yeah, again, for me, I remember liking it a lot as a kid, and like this was a good like weekend movie to watch as a kid, especially when action films were really big. But as an adult, yeah, I was laughing a lot the first half of this movie.
I want to get some feedbacks from some of these kids, Chad Power and them.
Hey,
I want to get something.
Hit them on Instagram right now. We got their names.
We should tag them when we tag this.
No, yeah, this episode is going to come out first week of April. We're actually recording this March 25th right now. Now, Ben, one thing I will say here is I did like the film a lot more, again, in that ship battle scene that you said was actually like cut from a lot of your version.
Mm-hmm.
So I highly recommend people looking at this international version, and I'm actually just going to put a link in the show notes to this. Yeah, if you watch any part of this, and this version is an hour and 35 minutes, just watch this last ship fight scene with the sword and stuff, because it puts the other fight scenes to shame in the movie, I thought, definitely. Especially that corny ass, like, pots and people bumping their heads and going over bridges shit. Like, that was laughable, but I wasn't laughing during that sword fight scene. Like, that was cool looking. Other than I will say this about the early 90s and these action films. I remember back then, like, I wanted to do karate because a lot of these films. That was a big thing. Were you the same way?
Hell, I think I did do karate for like 2 weeks, but then like I didn't. They want you to do it a certain way, and like someone, like it was like a round robin type of deal, and I didn't properly. I didn't do like a karate move, but I still took him down. And they're like, "Oh no, that's not how you do it." Well, he's down, ain't he? And then like, I guess I didn't have the discipline for it because like, I just like, dude like kicked me in the chest, and then like I tackled his ass, like, and I was on top of him, like, so, yeah, everyone wants to like be a ninja, and like, oh man, cool, they're in the shadows and all this stuff, like. Then not so much for these kids. One's got like a green gi, one's got like a yellow or orange gi. I'm colorblind, shit. But that's not stealthy. Shit ain't stealthy.
Oh yeah, it's not. Another thing I will mention is this film for me actually, when I was really really young, like 8-10 years old, maybe actually want to become an FBI agent. I thought it was really cool, like this, like hostage situations and stuff.
Die Hard when I made me want to be one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, part of SWAT team and stuff. But that's kind of fun, the evasion and stuff. Ben, I will question this though. With all the hostility we have right now, with the political violence, I'll just keep it at that, and some of this anti-bullying stuff, are we going to see a resurgence of this like true action genre, and like self-defense and stuff?
No.
All right, now.
No, we're not. And
do you think we need to then?
Yes, I absolutely believe that. But everyone's so sensitive and in their feelings about shit now that we've hit a point of like no return. Like, and if anyone says otherwise, then we're inconsiderate. So we're in a downward spiral and we're not coming out of it.
Yeah, I don't want to get too political on this podcast, but the one thing I do want to bring up, especially since it goes with this podcast and our whole community thing about nostalgia and stuff, is this Cobra Kai thing coming on Netflix, man.
Oh, dude, I saw it on YouTube Red.
Yeah, I definitely am interested in this because, I mean, yeah, Karate Kid is now over 30 years old, and we have the original actors coming back for this shit now. I think this may help out a lot.
Oh, yeah. I hope so.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Ben, I don't know if kids do activity. You have an 11-year-old living with you. I mean, is he doing anything like karate interest or martial arts or sports or anything? Because all I hear the kids now is video games, Pokemon Go, like 2 years ago.
Ashley was talking about getting him into it, but like, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we see. I used to teach private music lessons, so I used to have kids in my teaching guitar and drum set and stuff, like 8 to 14 years old quite often. And I remember some of these kids will like be in soccer, martial arts, and like art class, and then come to me for music. And I'm thinking, damn, this kid has more activities than I do happen in life. And then I had the ones who were in my class for like 2 weeks and then gave up on music. So, I mean, yeah, part of being a kid is find yourself in different interests and stuff. But I just remember back in like the 90s and early 2000s even, there was like a lot more kids into like the martial arts type deal.
Right. Yeah. When, like Mortal Kombat, and it was all ninjas. All ninjas,
yeah.
Dude. Mortal Kombat, Power Rangers.
But I'll tell you what happened after that was the pirate movement.
Yeah.
I mean, pirates are criminals. They're violent people. But
then it was ninjas versus pirates. And that was a huge thing.
Yeah, and then we need to see pirates versus aliens, aliens versus ninjas.
Zombies somewhere in the mix there.
Yeah, the big thing now, of course, is zombies. So maybe zombies versus ninjas versus aliens versus pirates versus vampires, and everybody be happy.
With some cowboys in there too. But I still love it if the people want us to do the other three. I'm down. But yeah, I mean it aged well, but it was still corny.
Yeah, I mean, there's other than the fashion, I mean, nothing really dated this movie except for like some of the music concepts, just because of the technology they're working with.
Yeah,
but yeah, they could have made a similar plot nowadays if they had a market for it. I am interested. We'll look at the sequels thing. It's been a while, and we have talked. I mean, we have a while to go on Are You Afraid of the Dark? We have 4 more seasons to cover, so we're going to be in this for at least another 2 years. But after that, me and Ben have been talking about where else we're going to cover, and I think it's going to be a mixture of multiple different things happening. I think it's going to be movies. I think it's going to be certain TV shows from the 90s. We're going to stick with the nostalgia. Maybe only something recent if it has something to do with 90s nostalgia. Anything else, Ben?
Thanks for listening.
Oh, yeah. Well, we have one other thing to mention, and that's really important, that this episode is airing the same week that our Problem Child episode is with John Young. And I thought those were some of the best episodes we recorded, by the way. That Problem Child episode with him and the 2 he's off for Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh, man, we were so gone.
Well, it's just the energy. And we worked with John Hookman, too. If we had a few listeners, reached out to us and say they watched Hookman 2 and really enjoyed it. You could see all 3 of our work, and that was a really big project we did a few years ago, a full-length horror comedy movie. And that was the first time I seen John in like 6 years.
Well, so, I saw him when I was out there in California because he had moved out there. And when he first got there, like, he didn't know anybody, and he was in college in L.A., and it was an hour away from me. So, like, I would actually go and see him. But yeah, I guess I was seeing him before, after you were.
Yeah, I think we're going to have another collaboration at some point in time. We're always up for collaborations. We have a few other guest stars coming in over in Our Afraid of the Dark in the near future, by the way. And one of them is actually Ben's 11-year-old stepkid.
Hey.
The Crimson Clown one. That's perfect. And I wanted him to do that one because I remember that will scare the fucking shit out of me as a kid.
Dude, me and Ashley watched it, and we're like, oh, man. They don't let up. It was great.
Oh, yeah. That's part of the best thing about Are You Afraid of the Dark? Well, thanks for listening. Again, please check us out on Instagram and Facebook. We're Not Afraid of the Dark, no apostrophe, and our email address is the same. See you next time.
Guys, all by myself. You didn't clobber 5 guys.
Fight!
Sorry, Grandpa.